Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here and welcome to another review. And now I'm taking a look at Indiana Jones' Greatest Adventures for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Anyone who's played LucasArts Super Star Wars games will recognise the format. Those games took took Star Wars: A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, and turned them into a game each. And this effectively does a similar thing for all three of the first Indiana Jones games. The fourth one didn't come out until 14 years after this game. So obviously that couldn't be a part of this. Let's have a look at the options. You've got a tiny little super deformed Indy there. It looks like the Japanese style SD super deformed characters. So you've got 3 different difficulty settings. You've got control pad. So jump is B, weapon Y, roll A, grenade X, and punch is L or R's, SS, select to select weapon. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Let's do some archaeology. So that's Factor 5. They did some great games. They did the Turrican games. So this section's, as you probably guessed, based on the first of the Indiana Jones films, which was Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I've got no idea who that is. Could it be our intrepid archaeologist? And we've got these digitized stills from the film. Hovitos ania senor. Yeah, this is it. The golden idol must be inside this temple. So let's not be idle and let's get our asses in there.
Let's go.
So, and we've got a whip. And you can whip in all different directions. So if you oh, and you get grenades. And notice that there's none of this bull crap about only being able to use the bullwhip a small number of times. Oh, there's an extra life up there. See that little peg to the right of that extra life marker? That's a whipping post. Oh, I had it then. Got it. And you have to keep the Y button held down in order to keep holding on to a whipping post, otherwise you'll just fall. Yeah. Do you remember the bit in Raiders of the Lost Ark in which Indy went around whipping fish and bats? Nah, me neither. But I guess they couldn't exactly just... Ooh. What the hell are they? So the little traps, a bit like in the film. Oh. So you... bits... Ooh. Yeah. Controls are responsive enough, I suppose. What the hell? What are those anyway? They look like blooming aliens. And oh, notice that's those. I noticed they got that thing spitting out darts, a bit like what happened in the film, if you remember that bit. Oh. See, those wall sections are spitting out darts. See? I remember that kind of thing happening in the film. Shame about this nonsense with the bats and the fish, but I guess there would have been very little to actually do if they hadn't done something. Well, although they weren't in the temple in the film, the Hovitols at least were in the film. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. And you can roll like that. In fact, you have to in order to get under there. Oh, damn it. Got killed by a blooming spider.
Let's go.
Give me my whip back. Don't quite know why they're in those metal ball things, whatever the hell they're meant to be. Restart point wasn't too bad there, so controls seem to be responsive enough. Some of the hit detections are a little iffy, a little bit iffy. What are those things? Whatever they are, you can't hurt them. Oh, dart. Yeah, you just got to jump over the spiders unless you can get them on an incline like I did earlier. See, look, I clearly didn't hit that fish, but it still died. That's how bad the hit detection is in this. No! God bloody hell, I nearly got knocked into the drink then. And what's the bet that Indy can't swim in this, even though he can in the films? Next bit, I guess. That wasn't so bad. I finally found the golden idol. I was having to whip lots of bats and fish.
Let's go.
Okay, so I got to. I'm trying to. Oh, this is based on the bit when that from that big boulder. So yeah, how are you meant to? See, look at this. It's ridiculous. You can't see far enough ahead of you.
Let's go.
So I just got to stay here for the moment. Oh, for God's sake. So you actually have to stay right at the far right edge of the screen, otherwise that boulder's going to get you. I mean, it's faithful to the film, but how in the holy mother of God are you meant to avoid anything? You can't see it because you're right at the far edge of the screen. It's just a memory test. Oh, that didn't even touch me.
Let's go.
So all it is a memory test. Goodness me. See, look, you get flung back if you hit one of those, whatever those things are. So I'm just praying and hoping, praying I don't crash into anything and get knocked back, because otherwise I'm going to die. Oh, God alive. Yeah, that is what that is. It's a memory test. Let's give it another whirl. And there was a picture of Indy's father, Henry, who appeared in India. Oh, you've got to be kidding. So I've got to do all that again. Okay. Oh, for God's sake. What a thing it's come to when you use a grenade to take out bats. Okay, you've got some control over Indy in midair. Oh. No. The whipping animations are quite nice. What? Oh, darn it. Oh, oh, you sod. That blooming dart got me in the heel and knocked me off the edge. Oh, God. What are those things? Nah. Not getting me that time. Dart features. Oh, come off it. I went through there without stopping and I still got hit. Given what the difficulty levels on the Super Star Wars games are like, I get the nasty feeling that the harder ones are just everything doing ridiculous amounts of damage rather than necessarily getting genuinely harder. Obviously, I'd have to actually try it to see what it was like, but... Oh, God. Go underneath, you dinkler. The roll didn't want to work for some reason. Oh, God. I hit him first, and you know it. Not keen on the music samples used to replicate the Indiana Jones theme tune. I mean, honestly, this is the Super Nintendo can do far better quality music samples. Oh, for God's sake, I didn't stop. I mean, these instrument samples are really quite weak. Whipping spiders, goodness me. Oh, God, that was close. Oh, for God's sake, these spiders. I've got a tiny sliver of health. If I take a hit from any even the slightest fish, I'm going to die. Oh, bloody hell. I couldn't even see him until I was already halfway across that gap.
Let's go.
I cannot get over how bad that bit... Oh, Richard checkpoint. Oh, God. Give me a whip. Why can't he just start with the whip since he's going to be practically giving it the moment he starts a new life anyway? What's the point? Right. Oh, God, here we go. It's that bit where it's basically a memory test. That wasn't so bad. I finally found the golden idol.
Let's go.
The best Indiana Jones games I've played are the Lego Indiana Jones games and the graphic adventure Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Oh, goodness me. Oh, God. God, that was lucky. And that was actually luck. I can't remember. I'm trying to... Look at this. Look how close I am to the edge of the screen. I have to be that close, otherwise that thing's gonna squash me. And if I time just one jump wrong, I'm gonna die because I'll get flung back. What are those things? Not the things with teeth. It's obviously they're supposed to be traps, which is faithful to the film, but... Look at this. God, I actually did it. Nice use of mode 7 on that rock, I have to admit. And that rock bit is faithful to the film. Dr. Jones, we have intercepted a secret communique from Cairo to Berlin. Good for you. The Nazis are searching for the lost Ark. They believe it is hidden in the lost city of Tanis near Cairo. A French archaeologist is helping them. His name is René Belloc. Except that says René because the accent's going the wrong way. Oops. I know Belloc. He stole the golden idol I found in South America. That too is faithful to the film. You need to talk to Marion Ravenwood. Her father knew all about the Ark. We think Ms. Ravenwood works for the Nazis. Marion, never. I will fly to Nepal and visit her. She can tell us more. And so you get these passwords as well. So it means once you've completed a section, you can continue from where you're. And it's got these maps just. As I was saying, my favourite Indiana Jones games, the only ones that really do it justice are the Lego Indiana Jones games, which ironically are really quite good. And the Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis graphic adventure, which LucasArts brought out. I've played that on the Amiga and it is superb. 11 discs on the Amiga, admittedly, but lucky it's hard disk installable, so once you've installed it, that's it. You don't have to. Of course, he's lost his whip again for some reason. Right. Wouldn't you just push something like that rather than... Get up. Yeah, got my whip back. Okay, I've still got more traps. Boars? Eagles? Couldn't they have had, I don't know, Nazis or something? God, I needed to... I can't believe I'm fighting against boars and... Ooh, go on, actual human enemy. The wonders never cease. God, the hit detection's bad in this. That thing better not dive bomb me, otherwise I'm dead. Oh! Ooh! That's... What? Did I really just get hurt by a snowball? What? Oh, for God's sakes. Those tiny little snowballs wouldn't hurt Indy. That's ridiculous. Oh, you sodding. God, the hit detection in this is terrible at times. And I've got a tiny little sliver of energy again. Oh. Snowballs, really. Yeah, I'm going back to my whip for the moment. Goodness me. Thank you. Did I see something down there? Well, there's definitely something down there, but I can't see what. Ooh, a chest. Can I actually get that, though? God, I actually needed that. It's a good job I spotted that. Right, on to the next bit. That music really is weak. Come on, this is a Super Nintendo. That's the kind of quality you expect from a PC without a proper sound card added. So this is based on the bit in the film that featured Marion's bar. What? Are you seriously telling me that that thing walked right through that box? Why am I even doing this? Oh, for God's sake. Why are some of the enemies too small to hit? Oh, God! Oh, God! I see that fire follows you up.
Let's go.
Oh, did I get a checkpoint or something? No, I've got no whip again. That's going to help things, I don't think. Oh, God. Get up the stairs. Please tell me that thing's got a whip in it. Yes, good. Oh, the fire's coming up. What? Why is that all the way over there again? No! Where's the box gone now? How am I going to get up there? I can't do it without that box. Oh, sod off. That is absolute bull dust.
I've lost it.
Yes, you have, Henry, unfortunately. There's kind of a sad postscript to that after Sean Connery recently passed away. So that's Indiana Jones' Greatest Adventures for the Super Nintendo. It tries to do what Super Star Wars, Super The Empire Strikes Back, and Super Return of the Jedi did for the three then available Star Wars films, which we now know as episodes 4, 5, and 6. But unfortunately, while there was plenty of potential for a really good game in this, it's fundamentally flawed in so many respects. I mean, it's got nonsense like whipping bats and fish. I mean, why couldn't they have just... They could have just had Jovito tribesmen throughout the whole of that temple section, or at least a sizable chunk of it. Spiders, fine, yeah, the spiders were in the film. As were the bats, but there were just so many of those. It just got ridiculous, and the fish just weren't there at all. So graphics are pretty good, and the nice and detailed indie looks like indie. Things are generally clear enough to see what's going on. I even saw those darts, despite them being only 1 pixel tall. Sound, it's okay, but for the Super Nintendo, it's a little embarrassing. I've heard way better sound samples than that on this platform, and that sound is embarrassing, especially for a game made by Factor 5. Sound effects were generally passable, but again, I've heard better. Gameplay, it ranges from stupid to good to frustrating. I mean, as you saw, there were no sort of glitches like that box disappearing and then suddenly reappearing. By which point, I couldn't get it into position to jump onto the upper ledge before the fire got me and drained all my energy. I mean, it's things like that that really ruin this game. That and things like that nonsensical level when you're trying to run away from that rock, where you have to be so close to the right hand edge of the screen, and it's basically a memory test. You've got to have actually failed several times previously in order to be able to do it. It should never be a case in a game where you actually have to have died several times before you know what's happening. To a certain extent, I still didn't know what's happening. I was just leaping and leaping and leaping and just hoping for the best. And on that particular occasion, it just happened to work. And there are some issues with the hit detection. I also don't understand why Indy can't start a life or even a new stage already with the whip. I mean, Indy would never have gone anywhere without his bull whip. So the fact that he has to punch something just to get that just makes no sense. I mean, at least it doesn't seem to have a limited number of uses like it does in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the action game, some versions of which I've reviewed previously. I mean, that really was nonsensical. That and the fact he didn't start with the whip for, as default the way he did in the film. So yeah, I'm not massively impressed with Indiana Jones' Greatest Adventures. So I'm going to give this game 6 out of 10. It's not the worst game I've ever played. I've played far worse than this, which is... And it's good that it's got the Indiana Jones music at all, which helps the atmosphere a little. It would just have been better if they'd used better sound sample. I mean, Factor 5, this is quite a weak entry for your repertoire, I'm afraid. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that review and hope to catch you on another one soon. Texie88 out.